What's up, everybody? I did this video a week ago, but some things have changed. All right. So anyway, this video is, I guess, going to be my story on Suboxone and day one of not taking Suboxone. All right. Here's a little backstory. I was on Oxycontin, Percocet, all that stuff for well over a decade. Yeah, I got high to get high. I didn't get high to run away from my problems. All that. You stereotypically hear, like, oh, to numb the pain of my family, I got high. It's like, no. I got a loving family. They got my back, regardless if they're crazy or not, but I know they're there for me. Went to treatment, put myself in treatment. I want to say the name. Yeah, Waverly, Minnesota, a place called New Beginnings. I don't know if they're still around. They're garbage, straight trash. I put myself there because I wanted to get clean. And within 8 days, I was booted out for doing nothing. Like, I know everyone, the addict mentality, they blame other people for their issues. I've never blamed anybody else for my problems. What happened to me because I did what I did. Point blank, period, end of discussion. The whole time I was in there, treatment, number one, my counselor, she hated me. She knew who I was, musician, we were in group, and I will never forget this. She had us go around, each of us say, your name, your substance of choice, a little bit about yourself, whatever. And it was my turn. I said, who I am, what I do, all that. And I don't know how it happened, but she ended up saying, like, why are you here? I'm like, what do you mean, why am I here? What? That's a stupid question. Why am I here? Because I'm a drug addict, you fucking fool. She's like, I know who you are. You have a career. You have a family that backs you, and blah, blah, blah. You're successful, da, 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 da. It's like, that means absolutely nothing. I'm here because I am a drug addict. And I don't want to be on drugs anymore. That's why I'm here. What do you mean? And then she had us give like a timeline of, what age we started using, what we used, and how it gradually stepped up to what we're addicted to. I did that. Like, I remember I took effort into it because I became friends with dudes who were in there and chicks. And I remember we were all sitting together and we're writing it, and we had to present it to the class. Let's just say, I had to present it to the class, and I did. And she's like, I don't believe you. She's like, I don't believe you. Like, what do you mean you don't believe me? Is it because I did that many drugs? You don't believe me? What? To the point that, like, my group, the classroom, they're all like, she's like, class, do you believe him? And they're like, yeah. We watched him work on it. Like, yeah, we were with him when he was working on it. What do you mean? But one by one, they ended up kicking us out. They said we were the bad blood because who I was caused fear in people and da-da-da. I didn't do anything. I know some people would want to boost up their ego and say, yeah, you were in there thugging and da-da-da-da-da. No, I was in there to get clean. Ultimately got kicked out in 8 days. 8 is my number, man. 8 is my bad number with this. 8, I will explain why in a minute. Treatment number 1, 8 days. Boom. Done. I don't even got to tell a story what happened next. Came home, got high. I regretted it. I remember when it happened, I was like, what am I doing? Because I felt good. This was before Suboxone got introduced to me. 8 days. Go home. There's a tackle sale, fishing sale going on in my house. Drugs are outside. Took them. It was what it was after it was. Yeah. So fast forward. Thanksgiving 2012. I hit the wall. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Things happened. I ended up putting myself in treatment that night. Well, going to the hospital and saying, I want drug treatment. I want a Suboxone clinic because I knew of Suboxone. I knew that it was a miracle drug, miracle medication. I will never say Suboxone's bad. I won't. Will I say I was fully educated on all this stuff? No, I will not, because I was not. But Suboxone gave me a life back. Totally took away the thought of drugs, getting high. That's the most beautiful thing. When you go from being a full-blown junkie who your entire thought process is, how do I get money? How do I get what I need? All day. I wish I had that hustle mentality right now. How every day I would come up with cash. I would pull shit out of my ass to get cash, to give it to somebody else, to get shit, just to feel the same way the next day. But subs are good. I will not say subs are bad. The doctors, for the most part, are legal dope dealers, but there are some great ones. I've had 2 great ones who I can't say enough good things about. 100%. They have had my back. So, like I said, 2012, I get put on Suboxone. Subs, if you want to call them, those stupid little strips. I don't think they taste that bad. They taste like shit, without a shadow of a doubt. It's shit with a little citrus to it. But it's not shit. When I say shit, when I hear shit, I think poop. Like, they taste like shit. No, they don't taste like shit. They don't taste good. I wouldn't be like, oh, I want that candy that tastes like what Suboxone tastes like. Never. I'm going to eat that burrito because it tastes like what Suboxone tastes like. No. But, while I was on subs, I ended up having major heart issues. It had nothing to do with the drugs. Nothing. Because they said, I asked them that. I was pretty much walking around with heart failure. Experiencing what heart failure feels like. Unmedicated, everything. Years later, have to have a pericardectomy for my extreme chronic reoccurring pericarditis. Fluid around your heart. Your heart sits in like a bag. It's the fluid around your heart. It builds up. There's no release for it. It builds up. It's like suffocating your heart. Anyway, I had to have this big-ass operation. I got a massive scar down the center of my chest with like 4 stab wounds. 1 on each side, 2 in the middle where the tubes went up in me to drain. My doctor backed me through that. I get back on the subs. They had me, obviously. I had to swallow a big-ass pride pill to take pain medication during the heart surgery. I went into it saying, no, I'm not taking pain meds. Fuck that. My doctor said I was the most adamant patient he's ever had about I'm not taking drugs. No. I wasn't taking pain meds for my pain I was going through with my heart, and that was collapsing on the ground, walking across the street pain. I didn't take anything. So, I've been through really bad stuff. Broken jaw for a week. I've been through pain. I can handle pain. Not a problem. Because it doesn't fucking hurt. This doesn't hurt. I'm rambling. Anyway, fast forward. I'm still on the subs, 2012 to now. My dose. What was my dose? I was taking 2 12 milligram strips a day and an 8 a day. Yeah, I was taking a lot. Well, I wasn't taking it as prescribed every day. I wasn't. Like, beginning of the month, I'd take two 8s, take them at the same time. Boom, I'm great for the day. And when I say great for the day, I don't even know if I ever got sick. I needed more. No, I think it's just stupid habit forming. Like, some days I take 4, some days I take none, some days I take 3, some days I take 1. Anyway, a week ago, well, things changed. Insurance effed me over. They lied to me. They kicked me off. They said I made too much money, so I picked another one. This is where everything right now that I'm going through started. They had to declare a medical emergency because I wasn't insured apparently anymore. And I told them, look, I go to the doctor for one reason, to get my meds. I need insurance for one reason, to get my meds. Sub's not covered in the state of Minnesota under a lot of insurance companies. And if you say, yes, it is, you are lying. I have talked to all of them on the phone. That's a pre-existing condition. They're not trying to help us, guys. They're not. Got to help ourselves. I'm a cocky, arrogant prick. I can help myself. Fuck you. So I ended up having to buy cash for everything. The 60 12s with insurance was going to cost me $1,900. That wasn't even the 8s. Just the 60 12 milligram Suboxone sublingual strips, $2,000. So I ended up buying what I could. I'm not a rich fucking baller. Even if I was, I wouldn't spend $2,000 on meds like that. That's stupid. To me, it's unjustified. Why have insurance if insurance doesn't cover the medication? But they lied to me. They told me that my meds is covered under this insurance. It wasn't. So, I stopped taking. I just stopped taking. I took 8. I don't remember. Took 8. Yeah, took an 8 mil. A couple days later, I took the last 12. And I kept working. I worked 12 hours a day. I think, honestly, that's the only reason that I can do what I do and how I'm doing it. I'm constantly busy, except fucking today. But I took my last 12 and smoke break. Took my last 12 and we're off to the races. I said, all right, I'm going to taper myself. Fuck it, I'm going to do cold turkey. So I took my last 12. Then for the next 8 days, I felt like shit. Yeah. I was sweating a lot. Not from my face, from my armpits and my back. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'3", 250 pounds. I'm a big dude. And I was feeling like I hot flashes, like an old lady going through menopause. Like, I'm at a movie with my mom and my niece. We're seeing Wonderland or Wonder whatever. Movie about the girl who creates an amusement park and with her mom and a monkey in a pen. And all of a sudden, like, I felt there was a fire on my back, yo. Like, my back was on fire. Taking off my sweatshirt. Anyway, I made it a week. And, oh no. I made it a week. And, I'm regretting this. Everything was cool. Like, I was happy. Emotional. I was starting to feel like a dude again. Even though, not the emotional part. Like, my manhood's coming back. I personally think Suboxone kills your libido. It's not the sexy side of sobriety that they're going to talk about. But I didn't have a sex drive when I was on that shit. Fuck no. It's like I was just numbed out to everything. Like, I had no thought process, no drive. You see, right now in my life, I'm in college for wildlife and forestry conservation. I want to go work in the woods where I'm not with people. I'm not around people. I'm a hunter. I want to go away from everything. Man shit. I want to build a fucking house in the woods. And I don't know if necessarily survive off the land. Whatever. I don't know if that's really my bag, what I'm trying to do. I haven't thought about that yet because I haven't done that. You know what I mean? But I get up to day 8. And I haven't taken a solid shit, in fucking 8 days. And I know Suboxone constipates you. I don't care what people say. It does. You take a lot of it, you're going to be backed up like a fucking Percocet junkie. You know? Your tubes are blocked up. So I wake up. I took some... what was it? I took... What is that shit? Melatonin. I took 4 3-milligram pills of melatonin, and I did sleep a little bit that night. I've always been a night person. Like, me and my mom are the same way. Easily stay up till 2 in the morning, but since I choose to work in the morning, I got to go to bed. So I don't normally sleep 8 hours a day. I don't. Maybe get 4 and I'm good. But I made it 8 days from taking my last 12 milligram strip. And I woke up that day. And so in going through the 8 days, I'm sorry, the sweating was horrible. To the point I'd have to drive home in the middle of the day to shower because I was just so gross. And right where I'm at, it was like the changing of winter to where it's at now. It's not warm. You dig? It's not. So I'd go and I would shower and get back out there. Middle of the day. Day 8 comes around. I don't know what was going on that day. I didn't feel safe driving my car. It was weird. I don't know what that was. I don't. But what I did, I am regretting now, because after doing some more research and seeing that I made it that far, the hard part's over. But I didn't feel safe. I made some phone calls, talked to the people who are in my life, and saying, like, I was emotional. I didn't want them to see me or hear me cry, but I was getting teared, talking to them like, hey, don't be mad at me, but I had some 8s left at the pharmacy, and I picked them up, and I had 5/8 left. And I didn't feel safe. I did not feel safe. For the first time in my life, I didn't feel safe. So I took an 8. It didn't make me feel like great, like, no. It kind of just brought me up to the level where I didn't feel unsafe anymore behind the wheel of my car. So I was like, okay. Talked to my doctor. I called her and told her, like, hey, look, I'm getting off the subs. So just don't think I'm just not showing up anymore. I'm not dead. I'm just not taking subs. I'm still going to have you as my doctor, but not my Suboxone doctor. So that brings us up to now. I've been doing a taper, but I want to just say, fuck it up. Not fuck it all, kill myself. Dumb shit. No. But I've been taking a half every day. A half of an 8 a day. For the last... I want to say 4, 5 days. Was it? Maybe every other day, or sometimes I would go a day and skip it, then take a half the next day. See, I don't have this down to a mid-cheek 0.05 on the first 3 weeks. I'm not doing that. I don't need to. I choose not to. But today, I'm not on anything today. I have not taken a half today. I'm not holding the strips. I gave them to somebody. They're not holding it and dictating when I take them. But just because I didn't want them to be on me, so if I had a brain fart and I'm like, fuck it, but I'm going to take one now. I don't want that. I want to have it be known that I'm taking it. You know what I mean? And honestly, it's been easier. I don't want them. I don't. You know, when you're a drug addict and you have to want to get clean to get clean, I think that's the same way with the subs. Like, I don't think they're addictive. You're putting in your body. It does a number on your body. You know what I mean? But today, day 1, taking nothing. I made it 8 days before. Why'd I stop? I should have just gone home that day. Should have just drove home, taken the day off. I don't know. Day 1, 0. Truck the deuces, y'all. See you tomorrow. I'm going to make a video every day.